19 in favor. All the Republicans in Illinois opposed. This follows a recent law, by the way, that already made the illegals eligible for state scholarships and financial aid. Now, one state senator called out how universities love all the extra revenue, but residents get stuck with the bill. No doubt about that. Now, we know something about that here in the state of Tennessee, where we broadcast our program, because we live in we're right on the border of Arkansas and Mississippi. And therefore, if you are, for example, a resident of Tennessee and you wanted to go to a school in Mississippi, well, you would have to pay out-of-state tuition for that. But what Illinois is doing is they're saying, no, for illegals. Now, if you're let's just say you were born in Indiana. You're born in Indiana, and you want to go to school in Illinois. You, as an American-born person, would have to pay out-of-state tuition. The Democrats have now decided that illegals deserve a leg up, so they're going to be able to pay in-state tuition. Do you find that to be remotely fair, ladies and gentlemen? And again, it goes back to something that I've been telling you from day one. It's one set of rules governing the illegals and another set governing all the rest of us. That's just the way it is. 901-260-5926, our telephone number. That's 901-260-5926. I love this story out of Nashville, and there are two stories out of Nashville, but the first one involves a lot of small businesses who have joined a coalition, and they are demanding property tax relief. Some of these small businesses are being forced to pay almost $600,000 a year in property tax. It's unbelievable. And, of course, Nashville is controlled by Democrats. And all of this is happening as Nashville considers whether or not they're going to be offering incentives for Starbucks to relocate. Take a listen to cut one.
Starbucks announces it's coming to Nashville. A who's who of politicians shaking hands, drinking coffee, and talking about how wonderful it will be to bring Starbucks to Nashville. But outside the noisy photo op, a different story. Nashville's oldest restaurant, Verallo's, closed forever because of property tax fallout. The beloved Pelican and Pig, and Little Slowhand Bakery that served amazing cookies at reasonable prices, gone forever. Even if it stopped right here, it would be bad. But it's not close to over.
Jeez, Lou. That's insane. There's another big problem, though, in Nashville, and it's the name of the town, Nashville. So they're saying that the name of the town needs to be changed because the person it's named after was a racist. And so, therefore, Nashville needs a new name. This is written by a guy by the name of Peter Chesney in the Nashville, Tennessee newspaper. And Chesney is saying that we need to rename the town. And by the way, Chesney is not even from here. He's an out-of-towner. This is why I am a firm believer in strong border security when it comes to the southern states. We got to be careful who we're letting into the South. We've just got to. So Chesney is out there, and he's saying, well, yeah, the name is really offensive, and I always felt uncomfortable with the name because apparently the guy moves here, and then he's, I don't know, Googling, and one day he goes, well, I wonder what the town is named after. And when he finds out who the town is named after, he just pitched a fit. So now, I am not kidding you, Dylan, the guy wants to rename the town after a civil rights activist. Her name is Diane Nashville.
All right.
So it's still going to be Nashville, but it would be named Diane Nashville.
It'd be D-Nash.
D-Nash.
We should just help them.
Oh, my word. So this guy Chesney, he's, I think he's over at Vanderbilt, which I'm not terribly surprised. But here's the deal, folks. If you're going to go down this path, you're going to have to rename every town in the South. Every single one. By the way, Memphis is named after, Memphis in Egypt, which is a hotbed of slavery, by the way. We're going to rename Memphis? Is that what we're going to do? Oh, by the way, did you see what happened? There was some video circulating, Dylan. There was a big, they spent, $60 million to create this beautiful downtown park that nobody wanted. And everybody warned folks, hey, look, you're just asking for trouble. And $60 million. And, they put in basketball courts, and everybody said, that is a bad idea. Don't do it. What did they do? They put in the basketball courts. And, of course, there have been shootings. There have been fights, all sorts of ugliness. So they had something over the weekend called the Lemon Drop Festival, which was what? Booze? Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, lemon drop is like a shot. You can take it as a shot.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
People were passed out in the bushes all over the place.
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
I mean, it looked like the aftermath of some sort of a Roman orgy down there.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, that's how bad it was. And then apparently there were like fights. People, because of course, when you got that much booze,
yeah,
people are going to start fist fights.
Naturally, in Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah.
In Memphis. I know it's shocking. But it was ugly. So our affiliate, KWAM, which carries this show, they have video on their Facebook page. It is insane. And I don't, it's a common theme among a certain demographic of folks. They're big black women, big boned black women going at it right there at Tom Lee Park. And it's because the first thing they do is they grab the hair, Dylan. And, that's always the last thing that's left.
True.
And so there was this huge fight, and they're beating this woman up. And then she's getting up to leave, and they're like smacking her in the back with an umbrella. And it's like there's like this huge pile of like black on the sidewalk. And it was the woman's hair. And I'm like, ma'am, don't forget your weave. I mean,
yep. That's what you see.
Don't leave without your weave.
Very smart.
So I'm thinking here, there's going to be a better, I don't know how you attach those things. Is it glue or Scotch tape, duct tape? But there's got to be something, there's got to be a stronger adhesive is what I'm getting at. Otherwise, you would be better off just leaving the weave at home so you don't, because I'm sure those things cost a pretty penny, right?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
It's like, what, $5-10 down at the Dollar General? I don't.
If you're going to the Lemon Drop Festival or whatever it's called, you should leave it at home. Bad things are going to happen.
Yeah, or downtown, on Beale Street.
Yeah, literally anywhere, actually.
Anywhere in Memphis, the mall, church.
Driving in your car.
I'm just saying. Anyway, I hope everybody's okay, but I felt bad for, and who I really feel bad for is the people that have to clean up after all of that stuff. And they're like, nobody wants to pick up a weave. I mean, that's just nasty. Right? I'm just saying. 901-260-5926. What were we talking about here? I've lost my train of thought, ladies and gentlemen, but all that to say, what a mess in America. What a mess. By the way, this program brought to you by our friends at Newsmax, and they want to make sure you are getting all of the Social Security benefits that you deserve. And they have got a Social Security expert by the name of Michael Allen, and he has 5 key strategies to increase your benefits. It is all in a free special report. Whether you are getting benefits now or you soon will, you got to get the Social Security report. Give them a call. Free of charge, by the way, 800-999-9690. That's 800-999-9690. We will text you all the information right away. That's 800-999-9690. Text and data rates may apply.
He's a man of his word. Todd Starnes.
Hi, this is Todd Starnes, and every year around this time, people start panicking about summer, trying to cut everything out, starting crazy workouts, beating themselves up because nothing's working fast enough. But honestly, most people don't need more punishment. They need their body working with them again, and that's why Calitrin became such a game changer for me. I've lost a lot of weight with Calitrin because it helped me finally focus on the part most people overlook: repair, recovery, and better sleep. And when your body starts functioning better, losing weight gets easier too.
That's exactly why so many people stick with Caltrate. Sleeping better, more energy, less late night cravings, and the weight loss is doable. I've lost over 40 pounds myself with Caltrate, and May is honestly the perfect time to start. Small changes now will lead to a completely different summer for you.
Right now, during the Summer Starts in May sale, with the biggest sale Caltrate does all year, the buy 3, get 3 free. It's like paying half price. Toploss.com or call 1-800-325-4366. Why are radical Islamists and radical progressives, groups that could not be more different, working together? The answer will shock you. Dr. Michael Youssef has spent decades studying this from the inside, and in his most urgent book yet, An Unholy Alliance, he tears the mask off a coordinated assault on American freedom and Judeo-Christian civilization. Foreign funding, institutional cowardice, cultural infiltration in our schools, our cities, and even our churches. It is not a conspiracy theory. This is happening right now. An Unholy Alliance gives you the 1,400-year backstory behind today's headlines and a practical action plan to fight back with faith and courage. Dr. Youssef says this is the wake-up call the church needs now. So don't wait. Get your copy of An Unholy Alliance by Dr. Michael Youssef, available wherever books are sold. Again, An Unholy Alliance by Dr. Michael Youssef, available where books are sold.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, it's important to support companies and organizations that share our values. Patriot Mobile not only shares our beliefs, but they actually do something about it. America's only conservative Christian wireless carrier. And they donate a portion of every dollar to organizations that fight for causes you care about. Switch to Patriot Mobile now and use the promo code TODD to get free activation and a free gift. Veterans and first responders save even more. Go to patriotmobile.com/Todd or call 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-PATRIOT. All right, let's go to the phones here. Collierville, Tennessee. Tom is on the line listening to us on the mighty 990 KWAM. All right, Tom, what's on your mind today?
Hello, Todd. Hey to you too, Dylan. But, Todd, you were talking about the fighting and the hair pulling, and you see all that's left on the sidewalk is that huge black mass. We have a name for it here in Memphis. We call it tumbleweave.
Well, I'm sorry, they're called what? What?
Tumbleweave.
Oh, tumbleweaves. All right.
Yeah, instead of tumbleweeds like you have out west, it's called tumbleweave here. And do you remember the fighting that happened on Mendenhall Road out in the middle of traffic, where the guy who wasn't even involved in the fight came out of his car with a couple of weapons?
Oh, I do that. Yeah, that video went nationwide. Yeah, it was viral.
Okay. I won't mention the name of my company, but we're a pretty large HVAC company here in Memphis, probably one of the biggest. And we're watching this video, and when the guy gets out of his cars with the guns right through the intersection, in prominent view is one of our vans with our company logo on the side. It was beautiful.
Well, you can't look, free advertising. You can't beat that, Tom.
No, sir, you can't. Look, y'all have a great week. Thanks for taking my call.
All right. Thanks a lot, Tom. Appreciate it. Dylan, do you remember that video? The guy, and he was just nonchalant about it. I think he popped out of his own vehicle with an AR-15.
Yeah, just very casual. Yeah. Just everyday things that you see.
Yeah, you know,
It's
here in
fun.
Memphis it is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and again, they were like, crime has been cured in Memphis. No, it hasn't.
No, we put a Band-Aid on it.
Well, yeah, look, I don't think people are carjacking as much, but even like last night, you had I think 5 or 6 people get shot in Memphis, 2 on the interstate. It's not good. Let's go to Kentucky. Pastor John. Hi, Pastor John. What's on your mind?
Todd, you know, you were talking about the gay pride thing at the swimming pool in Denton, Texas, and mosques at every street corner. Todd, I have the best cure-all for all of that, since Texas is Texas. Paxton calls in the Texas Rangers. Walker Texas Rangers style justice. You get rid of it, you put an end to it, and you enforce the laws of the great state of Texas. Problem solved.
What would you expect? Well, hold on. What, Pastor, and I'm curious here. So let's say you have, God rest his soul, Chuck Norris. But let's say Chuck Norris came back and was leading the Texas Rangers. I'm not sure how they would handle, a swimming pool filled with about 75 big hairy men and thongs.
Well, first of all, they would probably, before the thing opened up, Todd, is they would tactically surround the area with concertina wire and just shut the operation down.
Or
honestly, this is Texas, okay, where guns are welcome and other things aren't if they enforce the laws of the great state of Texas.
So you're telling me Texas is a thong-free zone?
I would like to think so, Todd, but you know what?
I have a solution.
I don't know what they're going to do about that, Todd.
Hold on, Pastor. I've got a solution here. Dylan, you've seen this. You've been at the big public swimming pools, and they got the lifeguards there, and they've got, there are leaves or whatever in the pool. What do? They had the huge net, right? And so they scoop all the stuff out. So that maybe that's what they could do, and just scoop up the
It's a really big
swimmers, clothed in thongs.
What is that made out of?
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, man. I'm spitballing. All right.
Just use the Texas Rangers, brother. That's what they got to do.
So the Texas Rangers. All right. This is not a bad idea. The problem is, they had a new iteration of Walker Texas Ranger. I don't know if you saw this, but unfortunately,
I hate that show.
Oh, it was terrible. The new Walker Texas Ranger was like manscaping, and he was sort of like a metrosexual.
Walker Texas skipping, then. That's what you call it. But there's only one true Walker, and that is the late, great, God-loving Christian conservative, the late, great Chuck Norris.
Amen. Well said, Pastor John. Yeah, the new guy he was getting in touch with his feelings, and it was just too much for me. He was basically, a woman with a beard. Pastor John.
He heard too much of it. Couldn't take it.
You're right. The net wouldn't work. I was working through the logistics.
Maybe like a crane or something?
Well, yeah.
Like one of those claw machines?
Like a bulldozer. You could bring, just scoop and,
But it's like built into the pool, so you can operate it as the lifeguard, do the double, knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
My favorite, we were talking about that. My favorite pool scene was in Caddyshack. Have you seen Caddyshack?
I have not.
Dylan, what is wrong with your generation? Have you not seen?
Helen is shaming me too. What is with this movie? Is this
well, it's a great comedy of all time, and there are so many great lines. There, of course, the late great Rodney Dangerfield was one of the stars, and there's a scene which was the infamous swimming pool scene, and I'm sure Helen is aware of, where they thought that somebody had an accident in the pool. And people are like running and screaming for the light. It's kind of like a Jaws. They had the Jaws music, and dun 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 dun, and you could see it. It was just like floating there on the top of the pool.
I have seen that scene.
This log-like.
Yes. Yes.
And it turned out to be a Baby Ruth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that part I've seen, not the rest of the movie.
Shockingly, when I saw that as a kid, that was the last time I ever went swimming and last time I ever had a Baby Ruth. I said, I can understand that. I'm good there. So there you have. 901 260 5926. Again, 901 260 5926. You know, we should have given this a bit more hype, and maybe we'll talk more about it later. But one of the things we do in addition to our 1 hour or 3 hour radio show and the 1 hour Newsmax show is that I host a daily commentary, and they're 2 1-minute commentaries, and many stations around the nation carry this commentary. We are now celebrating like our 15th anniversary of doing those commentaries. So that's pretty exciting milestone. And a lot of people say it reminds them of what the old Paul Harvey used to do, Paul Harvey News and Comment, and then we have the Todd Starnes News and Commentary. So anyway, thank you to all of the great stations around the nation that are broadcasting our commentaries as we celebrate our 15th anniversary. We're very excited about it, and we're just going to keep on keeping on. You know, we're not one of the big corporate gurus here, so we're an independently owned mom and pop operation, and we're just excited to be able to broadcast to you every single day on the radio. 901-260-5926 is our telephone number. That's 901-260-5926. So last night, Dylan, got word the book is officially at the printers, and we should start getting copies very, very soon.
That's very exciting.
This is my biggest book. It's almost 350 pages, which is pretty large for me.
That is a big Todd Starnes book.
That is a big Todd Starnes book. I like that. I can't wait for you to read this book, folks. It's called The Golden Age, How Trump Saved America. And you'll be able to pre-order it right now, which I encourage you to do. And that ensures that you get your copy on the release date. Again, you can do that by going to Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or Books A Million, or honestly, wherever you buy your books. Those of you living in Memphis, I want to encourage you to go or call Novel Memphis, and you can pre-order a copy there. Show your local independent bookstore a little bit of love. They have been very good friends of late, and they carry all of my books, and we're very thankful for that. So again, if you're in Memphis, order online, Novel Memphis, or if you're at the bookstore, you can order it. I ordered 5 copies on Sunday, so there you go. All right, hang tight, everybody. Hour 3 of the big show. We'll be right back.
America has a new choice for fair and balanced news. ToddStarnes.com. Journalism you can trust from some of the best reporters and opinion writers in the business. ToddStarnes.com takes you to the front lines of the culture war, defending faith, freedom, and your family. ToddStarnes.com also features exclusive interviews with America's top newsmakers like Mike Huckabee, Franklin Graham, and Newt Gingrich. Find out why millions of Americans read ToddStarnes.com every day. It's news you can trust. ToddStarnes.com.
For more than 12 years, Patriot Mobile has been on the front lines fighting for our God-given rights and freedoms while providing exceptional nationwide cell phone service with access to all 3 of the main networks. Patriot Mobile's all-U.S.-based support team is standing by to take care of you. Call 972-PATRIOT today or go to patriotmobile.com/Todd. Use promo code Todd for a free month of service. That's patriotmobile.com/Todd or call 972-PATRIOT, code Todd.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
I'm a 70-year-old man. I'm not a young guy, and I'm an ex-athlete. Well, yeah, when I was taking it, I recognized that I was feeling better. You know what I'm saying? And just mentally knowing is important also.
I am a customer of you guys. I love your product. Love it, love it. Nothing but good things to say about your product. I love it. And as long as y'all are going to sell it, I'm going to take it as long as I can.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code TODD.
Hello, Americans. I'm Todd Starnes. Stand by for news and commentary next.
At a time when technology is often used to distort the truth, there's a new tool that's actually getting it right. My Faith Assistant is a Bible-based AI designed to help you understand God's Word and grow spiritually. Unlike generic AI tools that give vague or unbiblical answers, My Faith Assistant is anchored in Scripture, built on seminary-level resources, and shaped by more than 50 years of trusted teaching from Dr. Michael Youssef. And it's free, no login required. Try it today at myfaithassistant.com.
President Trump has jumped into the national debate over New York Giants quarterback Jackson Dart. Dart faced a firestorm of outrage from sports reporters and some of his teammates after he introduced President Trump at a rally. Dart has refused calls to apologize. The president publicly thanked Jackson, called him a winner. The president also noted that Dart was taking heat from radical left lunatics. You know, it's quite ironic that Jackson Dart is facing the wrath of his teammates simply for introducing a president. Harrison Butler of the Kansas City Chiefs saw the same outrage after he defended traditional marriage and family values. Tim Tebow was all but run out of the NFL because he took a knee to pray. But where was the outrage when the NFL not only defended but embraced athletes accused of all sorts of felonies, including assault? You know, it seems to me the NFL is more tolerant of players who sexually assault women than they are players who support the president or worship Jesus. I'm Todd Stearns.
The Todd Starnes Show begins in 4 minutes. The Todd Starnes Show begins in 2 minutes. The Todd Starnes Show begins in 1 minute.
from the Liberty University studio in Memphis, Tennessee, it's America's favorite gun-toting, Bible-clinging, deplorable American.
That's us. That's right. I love this American ride.
Todd Starnes.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting article on CNBC. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hour 3 of the Todd Starnes Radio Show. An organization called Foundation Future Industries. They want to start putting humanoid robots in the military. Now, the startup has already tested its humanoid robots in Ukraine, and they're hoping to bring this sort of technology into the U.S. military. The robotics company recently, believe it or not, brought on Eric Trump, the president's son, as a chief strategy advisor. And by chief strategy advisor, it means he's got the president's cell phone number. Silicon Valley is now racing to build humanoid robots that can fold laundry and pour a latte. At least one startup sees a very different use for the technology: war or other potentially hazardous and deadly jobs. May I just stop right there? Are you guys in on all of this, the humanoid robots, and would you hire or do you hire them? Do you rent them? What do you do? Do you own them? At that point, do you become like a slave owner? I mean, if the humanoid robot, you're not paying the humanoid robot, right, to fold your laundry, pour a latte. I have many questions about this. I'm not sure how I would feel about having a robot just sort of like lurking about. Like even here in the building, could you imagine, Dylan, if we had like at KWAM, the news radio station I own, could you imagine if we had like robots reading the news?
No. I'm scared he'll take my job. Because he probably doesn't cost that much.
Well, the problem is the robots would not know how to say Maine. Come on, Maine.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you'd have to program that in.
It's a whole Memphis dialect.
Yeah. That's years and years of history you have to program in.
Eater, come on, Maine. No, it doesn't work.
No.
There's something that's lost in translation.
I'm safe then, I would say.
You're good.
It would be weird. How tall would it be? Would it be taller than me or like,
you see,
same height?
What would creep me out even more are like little midget humanoid robots. That would just really do it for me.
Honestly, that might make me feel better because then if they turn on us, then we could just kick them down the stairs.
It's clowns and midgets, which is why, pardon me, little people. And that's why I don't like going to the circus.
Yeah, you hate circuses.
And the bearded ladies.
Yeah. No, please don't go to a circus then.
Which now may be men. I don't know. It's
true.
Even the movies. What is it? What are the famous movies that had midget, little people in them? What are the
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Famously.
Completely creeped me out.
Yeah.
And what was it? Is that the Oompa Loompas?
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah. And what about
Game of Thrones had one?
That guy. And Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Didn't they have them?
Munchkins.
Yeah. But so were the Munchkins? Were they just like Munchkins, or were they like little people?
Little people.
They were little people. All right. No, I'm just saying. It's like
yeah.
I just had a bad experience once. That's all. We all have issues.
You care to share?
Well, no. I was writing a book. And I wrote this one particular book in the lobby. That just had a really cool lobby of this hotel. And it was like, it's the quintessential New York hotel where you would feel comfortable writing a book in their like lounge. And so just a couple of weird things happened during that experience. Number one, it turns out like, I think every Tuesday it was called J-Date, where the Orthodox Jews would like speed date. And if you haven't really lived until you've seen Orthodox Jewish people speed dating. And I'm the one Gentile that's like in the middle of all of this, all of this dating. And it was really interesting because they only drank water and they did eat the free food. They had like little nuts, and all that kind of stuff in the snacks, the Chex Mix. And they would, it was a very quick thing. They would like every 5 minutes and they would, go to the next person. Everybody was dressed exactly the same. Everybody. And what I found fascinating about it is how they were dating. It was very traditional. They were like, all right, how many kids do you want to have? What's your earning potential? And it's that kind of dating. So anyway, that would always happen on a Tuesday while I was writing the book. And then one day I walk in and there must have been 1,500, little people. And it was a little people convention. So I never forget this. Went over to the concierge and I said, "Oh, what's going on with all the midgets?" She goes, "For the love of God, man, they're little people." I'm like, "I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know."
You don't want to get attacked.
No. I had another experience I don't want to talk about on air.
Yeah.
But
I want to
anyway,
ask.
No, probably should have gone for therapy. I didn't. I'm just kidding.
You can't watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory anymore.
I cannot watch it.
No.
And the other one, what is it? The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz.
But they're munchkins.
Yeah.
Maybe, you see, munchkins are more I don't know. I don't want to I'm being drawn into something. All that to say, I'm not sure how I would feel about little people robots.
Yeah.
Only because I'd fall all over them. You can't see them.
Unless they were programmed to be like, beep, beep, excuse me.
Well, your car has something like that, right? Where if you're backing up and it will alert you, you'll get like an alert. So
if you have a new car, people like me don't have that kind of luxury, Todd.
So you would just run over the
I would
robot.
just run over everything, yeah.
So the Foundation for the Future Industries are based in San Francisco. I'm in so much trouble. And I love all people. Little people, big people, well-rounded people. I love them all. The clowns, though, they terrify me. Foundation Future Industries. They are developing dual-use autonomous humanoid robots for both heavy industrial environments and military applications. While the robots sound like something out of a Terminator science fiction movie, they are nearing reality with early iterations undergoing tests in Ukraine for potential use in Kiev's war against Russia. Now, core to the company's mission is the belief that humanoid robots should be put towards humanity's greatest challenges rather than household chores and service roles. Really? Well, have you seen some of the bathrooms across America? I think that you could say that would be one of humanity's greatest challenges. Cleaning the bathroom.
I think the Buc-ee's employee that works in the bathroom is a humanoid robot.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, who would want to? You have to live in that bathroom.
That is true. You do.
It's nice for us, but I can't imagine how terrible it is for them.
It's your domain.
Yeah.
That is your domain.
Yeah.
And it's got to be sparkling clean.
Very true. And it is.
That's why, I think one of the reasons why I think they don't allow you to eat the burritos on campus, right? There's no place to sit and eat.
No, you have to take it outside.
You do.
Yeah.
Far, far away, downwind. So anyway, these humanoid robots, they're basically saying that the better use would be for them to fight our wars as opposed to humans. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this, by the way. 901-260-5926. That's 901-260-5926. The foundation CEO, his name is Sankate Pathak. He says, "I'm convinced the technology is reaching a level where it can replace jobs that are dangerous for humans to perform. And if you can do that, it's the highest net good you can create out of all applications of robotics." I'm wondering, while they're introducing these robots, and they're scary looking, they look like they could kill you because they can. My question would be, and my concern would be, let's just say that you're, I don't know, on Amazon one day and you're looking to hire a lady robot to wash dishes, to rotate your tires, to change the oil in your car, all these things, and you accidentally get one of the military robots instead. What happens at that point? Who's liable? The startup has set ambitious targets for itself. They're planning to scale production to thousands of units this year and to begin frontline testing with the U.S. military within the next 18 months. The plans and the firm's growing ties to D.C. represent yet another example of how artificial intelligence and robotics are beginning to transform modern warfare and become a focus of national security. I mean, in some ways, I mean, just think about this. If all of these advancements continue, I mean, at what point are, for example, fighter jets irrelevant when you can just send a drone up? This is all fascinating. Soon after the foundation started, there was another group called Cobalt Robotics. And they've got ties with General Motors. Oh, great. So now you're going to have, like, the robots driving your cars. That's where I do draw the line. I just have a big problem with that. The ongoing tests are backed by the U.S. government and conducted with Ukrainian officials focused on logistics and hazardous areas. The war, now in its 5th year, is seeing the use of ground robots to deliver supplies to the front line and autonomous and AI-augmented drones for precision strikes and reconnaissance. You know, I could go with like a Grubhub style. You know, I mean, if the robots are going to deliver your food, maybe they can get it faster to you without an attitude. Do you have to tip the robots?
Maybe with oil. But no.
Could be. You never know. The foundation aims to send new and improved robots to Ukraine this year in the form of its Phantom 2. The company says the robots will come with superhuman abilities and double the payload capacity of Phantom 1. I just see this all ending very, very badly, and only because I've seen the Terminator movies. But if you're in the military now, you know, what will that look like 5-10 years from now? Will humans actually be able to join the military, or will we get to a point where we just use, I don't know, these robot brigades? All right, got to take a break here. 901-260-5926. That's 901-260-5926. I can see where little people robots would actually work well here, Dylan, because they would come in under the radar, and they might be able to infiltrate, kind of like the the four-legged, like a little what do they call them? They're not even like dogs. They're like little robots on all fours.
They're demon dog robots.
Demon dog. They are.
Those are the creepiest ones, actually.
I just feel like this is like the book of Revelation.
Yeah.
Coming to life. All right, got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Making radio great again. The Todd Starnes Radio Show.
From fruits and veggies to fiber and spice, Balance of Nature supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
I'm a natural bodybuilder, so I know when something works and when something doesn't. I've tried so many different products. When I got your product, and like I said, I'm a natural bodybuilder. As soon as I got it, did them for a week, and I told my brother, I said, Rick, you need to try these. You know I won't give you nothing if it don't. He tried them, bam, the first day. He said, this is a good product. And I got my mom on them, and I just keep pushing your product. It's a great product. You're a great company, and everybody there I've talked to has been so kind. Great product. It does what it says it does.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements today. Go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer to get 35% off your first preferred set. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and get this special offer by using discount code TODD.
Mike Lindell and the MyPillow employees want to thank you for your great support this past year, and they're looking to make 2026 the best year yet. And as a thank you to my listeners, MyPillow is offering exclusive free shipping on your entire order at wholesale pricing. That means they're bringing back the mega sale exclusively for my listeners. For example, the classic My Pillows, normally $49.98, now marked down to only $14.98. Turn any mattress into the best mattress ever with the made in the USA My Pillow My Mattress Topper. Save up to $100. Get a set of My Pillow Giza Dream Sheets for as low as $29.98 or the 6-pack towel set for only $34.98. To get the best specials ever, go to MyPillow.com. Use promo code STARNS. Or give them a call, 800-839-8506. These offers won't last long, so call now, 800-839-8506, or go to MyPillow.com and use promo code STARNS. Order now, and your entire order ships free.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf. Ooh!
What about the tiny dog? Cat. Owl. Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale.
Yeah, whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade.
Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Oh, boy. So the left-wingers over at People for the American Way, these people are sleazeballs. One of the chief sleazeballs is a guy by the name of Kyle Mantalia. And this guy has been stalking me for, 15 years or so. It's just weird, man. So anyway, they're all upset because of something I asked on news or something I said on Newsmax, and I stand by what I said. If I was invited to actually host one of the debates, I would ask James Tallarico, who is a 37-year-old man who, by the way, says he has yet to come to terms with his masculinity. I was going to ask him, have you now come to terms with your manhood, or do you, sir, perhaps have an affinity for frilly underpants? I think it's a pretty fair question. Oh, by the way, the girlfriend has now emerged. A lot of people were like, does the guy have a girlfriend? And so then he announced that he does in fact have a girlfriend. Dylan, I kid you not, the woman says that she loves to hang out at gay bars.
Someone needs to tell him.
I'm not sure. Maybe that's how they met. I don't know. And by the way, what do I care? What does anybody care? Come on.
They became best friends at the gay bar. That's the story.
What is it about the women, though? The women love to have, what do they call them? Like a gay friend, gay best friend, gay best friend.
That's him.
Maybe that's what we're talking about here.
That's tough.
But again, what do I care? But he's out there, and it seems like the harder he tries to prove that he's a man, it comes across, I'm a man. Jazz hands. Just be honest with everybody. That's all. Just be honest with yourself. That's all. I am really excited about this story from the New York Post. This story makes me happy, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the headline: a shocking number of millennial and Gen Z parents spank their kids. That's according to a new study. Gen Z parents say spanking is necessary to raise a child properly. I love this. The new study found a large swath of Gen Z and millennial parents still use spanking as a form of punishment. This is according to the Canadian Journal of Public Health. The research revealed that when this demographic of parents was asked whether they had ever spanked their child, about 20% said yes. Meanwhile, 45% of Gen Xers say they spank their kids. Yeah, and look how we turned out, right? We turned out great. Gen Xers, we're good folk. Experts, though, say the practice of spanking is not beneficial and carries serious long-term consequences. Dr. Isha Mannering telling the New York Post, I generally do not recommend physical discipline. Miss Manning is a doctor, pediatrician, parenting expert, and a mother. I bet her kids are little hellions. I'm just telling you. She says while it may result in compliance in the moment, it does so through fear rather than by teaching the deeper skills children actually need, such as self-regulation or sound judgment. You see, I would sincerely disagree with her on this. I think a good swift smack to the bottom will self-regulate a whole lot of bad behavior. While younger generations use less discipline than their predecessors, 15% of the adults surveyed reported believing that spanking was necessary to raise a child properly. She cites Mannering says that physical discipline can normalize the use of force as a response to frustration or conflict. Meanwhile, a 2017 study found that children who are spanked are more likely to become violent with a romantic partner later in life. I do not believe that. I don't believe it. The World Health Organization defines corporal punishment as any in which physical force is used and intended to cause some degree of pain or discomfort. Yes, we call them butt whoopings. That's what we call them. The American Academy of Pediatrics strongly discouraged spanking in its 1998 clinical report, and in 2018, they flat out abolished it. They say although many children who are spanked become happy, healthy adults, current evidence suggests spanking is not necessary and may result in long-term harm. Really, ladies and gentlemen, I'm curious your thoughts on that. Do you believe that spanking your children has caused worldwide harm? Our telephone number, 901-260-5926. Again, that number, 901-260-5926. This is The Todd Starnes Show.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 844-43-BIBLE. That's 844-43-BIBLE. 844-43-BIBLE.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Mike Lindell and the MyPillow employees want to thank you for your great support this past year, and they're looking to make 2026 the best year yet. And as a thank you to my listeners, MyPillow is offering exclusive free shipping on your entire order at wholesale pricing. That means they're bringing back the mega sale exclusively for my listeners. For example, the classic My Pillows, normally $49.98, now marked down to only $14.98. Turn any mattress into the best mattress ever with the made in the USA My Pillow My Mattress Topper. Save up to $100. Get a set of My Pillow Giza Dream Sheets for as low as $29.98 or the 6-pack towel set for only $34.98. To get the best specials ever, go to MyPillow.com. Use promo code STARNS. Or give them a call, 800-839-8506. These offers won't last long, so call now, 800-839-8506, or go to MyPillow.com and use promo code STARNS. Order now, and your entire order ships free.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Smokey the Bear. Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do. What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at smokeybear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back. Let's get right to the phones here. 901-260-5926. Don in Houston, Texas, listening to us on Patriot Talk 920. Don, what's on your mind?
Well, I thought I would weigh in. I have a couple of questions for you, but I thought I would weigh in on the whipping part of it. You asked a question. I got my last whipping from my dad when I was 12 years old. I deserved it. I knew I deserved it. I got it. I had no disrespect for my dad. I love my dad tremendously, and he gave me what is commonly termed tough love. And I decided at that time I didn't want any more of those, and so I've tried to be a pretty good person ever since. I think that there's times in anybody's life that's raising a child when they have to exhibit some tough love. That don't mean beat a kid, but it means give them a whipping. I mean, there has to be reward and punishment. If you do good, you're rewarded. If you do bad, you're punished. And that's just my personal opinion on that.
You know, Don, I remember my dad was the same way, and he was the disciplinarian in the household. And, and I'm with you. I mean, I don't recall a single time that I did not deserve, to get a spanking. But one of the things I did take my dad to task on years later when he said, son, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. I really don't believe that to be the case, Don.
You're definitely right about that. I never got that part either. Okay, now we've covered that. What's going on with AOC? I haven't been able to listen to the news for a while, and I'm just now getting back into it. And my wife told me that she's been punished or something. Is that true?
No, the last I heard about AOC is that she's thinking about literally running for president of the United States in 2028. That's the big news. And otherwise, yeah, I think she's just out there endorsing a lot of far left candidates. So that's about all I've heard.
That might be false news. That's why I asked you. The other thing of my last question, and I'll hang up and let you talk to me about it. What's been decided from the president now that we understand that Iran has said, no, we're going to keep the Bay of Hormuz. We're just going to go ahead and take it back over and all that. We're rejecting all the president's recommendations and all that. We're not going with them, what America says. Are we going to go ahead and take them out and take care of it, or are we going to dilly-dally around like we've been doing for ages?
Don, I'm leaning towards dilly-dally. I think the president should have gone in. We should have cleaned house from day one, and that did not happen. And now what I think is happening inside the White House is you're getting a lot of different presidential advisors giving very different answers to questions. And I think the president's trying to figure out which way to go. I think he needs to listen to his gut on this. I think we need to, again, the original point of all of this was to go in and get, to dismantle and destroy the nuclear facilities. And if we've done that, let's declare victory, show the evidence, declare victory, and move on with our lives.
I'm with you. Yeah, how many times can a person lie to you before you start to disbelieve anything they say?
It's a great question you raise here, Don. And how many times do we have to go through this? It's so predictable. We know what Iran is going to do because they've done it time and time again. So again, we'll see. I know there were some U.S. airstrikes overnight, but again, we can't have this go on forever. We just can't.
I enjoy your program. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing, and pray for America.
Amen, Don. Amen. Thank you for listening to Patriot Talk 920. Good people down there at that radio station. All right, let's go to David, Memphis, Tennessee, listening to us on KWAM. David, you were the guy that got me plugged into the Memphis Italian Festival.
Yeah, I was calling to see how North Mississippi's newest Italian gravy judge was doing.
Well, I'm doing well. I paced myself, and the good news is there were no noodles or anything, so it was straight sauce when that I had to judge over the weekend.
Gravy.
I'm sorry, it is gravy. I should have learned. My goodness. So David, that was pretty impressive, and I didn't realize how many judges were involved in all of this.
Yeah, well, it's a big deal, and I tried to come up and see you because I work there as part of the volunteer from the church. But we have people from all over the country come to that. Wisconsin, New York, Illinois, Kentucky, Texas. They all come into the Memphis Italian Festival.
Yeah, there were a lot of competitors there. Now, let me ask you, because this has been going on for a long time, and it was put on by the Holy Rosary Catholic Church. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Holy Rosary Catholic Church Men's Club.
Wow. Well, you guys did a tremendous job of setting it all up and everything. I just don't know how you guys did that because, I mean, there are a lot of people. I mean, did they have a total number of the folks that were at the festival?
They will. I don't know what it is yet. We'll get that in a meeting in the next couple of weeks. We have, like I said, we have teams from all over the country. We have visitors that come in from all over the country. It is an official Memphis in May sanctioned event, and we're one of the last all family events around. You know, so there was kids playland, there was the gravy contest, there was arts and crafts, there was live music all day. So
we were at a table. There were 6 of us, and the guy who was seated directly across from me, he was like, "I know your voice from somewhere." And he said, "I can't figure it out." And so I let him on. We had a little bit of fun. And then he was like, "Oh my gosh, I follow you on X." So we had a good conversation there, and really met some very, very nice people. And Harold Greitner, who's with the Liberty Bowl, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, was there, one of the guest judges. So it was a lot of fun. And I did not get to stick around for the grape crushing competition. That looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, they have three different types of grape stomping. They have the teams do theirs on Friday night, and then they have the alumni in the school Friday night, and then they have the teams on Saturday afternoon. And with what I do for the Italian Festival, I don't get to see a lot of that. I'm behind the scenes fixing what gets broke here and there and keeping the power on. So,
well, you know, I did run into about 7 or 8 guys and gals. They're from the National Guard. They were all from out of state. And they were just having the time of their lives. So went over and said hello to them, and we thanked them for all the great work they're doing. But they certainly seem to be having a good time out there.
Oh, yeah, they were out there throwing footballs with kids and playing around and doing all sorts of great things.
Wow. I didn't realize we had that many Italians here in the Mid-South. Great representation.
Quite a few.
All right. And then there were some, though, I'm thinking one of them was like O'Reilly. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound very Italian to me, but, you know.
Yes, sir.
Well, David, thank you so much for the invitation. What a great honor. And that was a tough assignment. They take the judging very seriously there at the Italian Fest.
Well, you were on the gravy side, and they judge wine. They judge how they decorate their booths. They even have the porta potty decorating contest. So there's several contests there.
Maybe that's what I should do next year.
And then we have the cornhole tournament and the bocce tournament. So
I mean, you can't get much more Italian than that, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Well, David, thank you again, and what a wonderful ministry and outreach for the church, the Holy Rosary Church there in Memphis. Beautiful church, great people, a lot of fun. Look, if I judge next year, I can't do the wine because I'm a Baptist. What do I know? But I can. I'll handle anything else.
Right.
All right,
Appreciate
David.
it. Thank you, sir.
David, thank you. God bless. Dylan, there were a lot of people at this festival.
It sounds like it was a hoot.
No parking.
No parking.
So the good news is, I mean, I parked about a mile away. But you
got your steps in.
You get your steps. But it's like 92, 93 degrees, and the humidity is like 300% here in Memphis.
Yeah, that'll get you. I feel like I would be pretty good at the stomping competition. I don't know.
I think you would have. I think you would have taken them out.
Probably. I wear a size 14 shoe.
Yeah,
I mean, not to tote my horn.
We should have entered the Todd Stern Show as like a team.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing. Everybody had like these teams, like cooking teams. Everybody had like T-shirts.
Yeah.
They had these elaborate displays, the whole 9 yards. I was impressed.
I feel like out of all the competitions, that one gets the dirtiest, though. I mean, you get your
grape smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have a washing station after that.
What happens to the grapes? That's what I want to know.
I don't know if I want to drink something that someone's feet's been in.
How does that play out?
Yeah.
That's what
there's
I
probably
want.
There's probably a method.
By the way, I'm getting hate mailed out from this People from the American Way article. What's it like to be a journalist? This is from Justin St. Jean. What's it like to be a journalist? Best known for getting kicked the blank off. What? Oh, I can't repeat that. Why are you so worried about other men's underpants? Why is your head so blanking flat that I can't even look at you, you dumb blanking piece of blank? You look like Lindsey Graham's waxed blank blank, you blanking lying failure.
How does he know what that looks like?
I have no idea. Maybe he and Lindsay are close. I don't know. 901-260-5926 is our telephone number. That's 901-260-5926. This is the Todd Starnes Show.
This is the Todd Starnes Show.
Hi, this is Todd Starnes. You know, you have lots of choices for cell phone service with new ones popping up all the time. But here's the truth. There's only one that boldly stands in the gap for every American and believes that freedom is worth fighting for, and that's Patriot Mobile. The good news is you can switch to Patriot Mobile today without sacrificing quality or service. Worried about coverage? Don't be. Patriot Mobile uses all three major U.S. networks. If you have service in this country today, you'll have as good or better coverage with Patriot Mobile. Think switching is a hassle? Well, it's not. You can keep your number, keep your phone, or upgrade. Patriot Mobile's 100% U.S.-based team will get you activated in minutes from the comfort of your own home. Stuck in a contract or owe money on your phones? No worries. Patriot Mobile has a contract buyout program. This is how we win, folks, by aligning our spending with our values. Every dollar we spend matters. Go to patriotmobile.com/Todd or call 972-PATRIOT. Use promo code Todd and get a free month of service. That's patriotmobile.com/Todd or call 972-PATRIOT. Why are radical Islamists and radical progressives, groups that could not be more different, working together? The answer will shock you. Dr. Michael Youssef has spent decades studying this from the inside, and in his most urgent book yet, An Unholy Alliance, he tears the mask off a coordinated assault on American freedom and Judeo-Christian civilization. Foreign funding, institutional cowardice, cultural infiltration in our schools, our cities, and even our churches. It is not a conspiracy theory. This is happening right now. An Unholy Alliance gives you the 1,400-year backstory behind today's headlines and a practical action plan to fight back with faith and courage. Dr. Youssef says this is the wake-up call the church needs now. So don't wait. Get your copy of An Unholy Alliance by Dr. Michael Youssef, available wherever books are sold. Again, An Unholy Alliance by Dr. Michael Youssef, available where books are sold.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, it's important to support companies and organizations that share our values. Patriot Mobile not only shares our beliefs, but they actually do something about it. America's only conservative Christian wireless carrier. And they donate a portion of every dollar to organizations that fight for causes you care about. Switch to Patriot Mobile now and use the promo code TODD to get free activation and a free gift. Veterans and first responders save even more. Go to patriotmobile.com/Todd or call 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-PATRIOT. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Todd Starnes Radio Show. We'll play some audio for you, by the way. Our number, 901-260-5926. Again, that's 901-260-5926. So this is kind of weird. Let's go ahead and just play this. It's cut 13, and you're listening to salsa music. Let's go ahead and play. Yep, if we can get that going. There we go. And these are all gay men doing salsa dancing for Good Morning America. Owned by Disney. Kicking off their Pride Month celebration. Sitting there eating your Lego waffles, and the next thing you know, you got a bunch of gay men gyrating across your TV screen.
All right. Well, welcome back to GMA, and that was an amazing performance by Pride Salsa, helping us kick off Pride Month celebrations here at GMA, shining a light on the beauty of the LGBTQ plus community. And this morning, it's all about the dance floor.
Jazz hands.
Salsa is not just music and dance, it's a feeling. Let's go. Vimal Pradeep, originally from India, fell in love with that feeling before moving to New York City, eager to create a safe space for people like him to embrace salsa out loud.
Many of my friends on the queer scene came to know about my salsa dance experience. They were like, oh, you should teach. We should do a very queer-centric salsa class.
In 2023, Pradeep began instructing classes with the goal of creating a more inclusive approach to the dance.
In the traditional salsa scene, the gender roles are pretty strict. Women follow, men lead.
It's man dance with a woman, woman dance with man. And it's pretty hard finding a spot where I would feel comfortable doing the woman's role. And so when I found Vimal and his mission, everybody dances with everybody.
Pride Salsa has now blossomed into a vibrant community. 1, 2, 3.
To me, it's just not the dance alone. It's the people that I get to do that with. And if you can do it freely, without any judgment, that's the best feeling ever.
And yes, and we're joined now. We're here now with Vimal Pradeep. He is the founder and owner of Pride Salsa. And Vimal, thank you so much for being here with us. And how did it make you feel to grow this dance community?
I feel
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Personally, for me, it's about building home far away from home, which is India for me.
Mm-hmm.
And also dancing is a form of resistance and liberation. And especially as queer bodies dancing together, we all love it. It means a lot to us. Hopefully, it's the same for all the folks that's watching us.
Stop. Dylan, I'm curious here. So they want queer bodies dancing together. I get that, but why do you have to do that on Good Morning America in front of God and country and people just having their first cup of Sanka, for crying out loud?
Yeah, it's a good question.
All very odd.
It's a weird way to describe it.
Exactly. So anyway, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the focus of Good Morning America. And they spent like 5 or 6 minutes on this entire segment. So when you step back and you have to ask yourself, out of all the things that were happening in America today, all of the incredible celebrations that are happening, graduations, and good-hearted things that are happening, you're telling me that the most important thing on Good Morning America is as an Indian salsa dancer who, by the way, technically should be accused of cultural appropriation, because I thought salsa dancing was actually, I thought salsa dancing was like from south of the border, not India. But again, that's just me. 901-260-5926 is our telephone number. That's 901-260-5926. Let's go to Gainesville, Georgia. Doug, WDUN. Doug, what say you?
If I'm not mistaken, Todd, I think I heard one of those gentlemen say it's the best feeling ever. Well, I don't think he's telling us the truth, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, geez, Lord. Thank you, thank you, Doug.
I don't want to think about that.
I don't either. I really don't either. All right, let's try to work in another call here. Let's go to the Panhandle of Oklahoma, KGYN, great radio station. Mac, what is on your mind?
How's it going, Todd? I'm glad you're healthy and back at it again.
Thank you, sir.
Modern radio. We lost an iconic Rush Limbaugh, and you guys are doing an outstanding job. And I love your radio show, and I'm glad you're healthy again.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
What's on the mind is the Iranian conflict. It's just we can't get united over. It seems like the country can't get united very easily over anything. Maybe our celebration, 250 celebration, will do some of that. But you are 2 days and 2 years older than me, so I relate to you big time. We kind of grew up with some great memories, and I wish we could have that again.
Well, I do too. I remember the big celebration in 1976, the 200th anniversary, and I mean it was really a unique, fun time in the country. And I think we're seeing aspects of that here. But Mac, I think you're right. The country is divided. At least that's the way the media likes to portray things, and unfortunately, that's just the way things are right now. But with this Iran war, we've just, the president's going to have to say, okay, here's how we're going to do this. Let's do it, get it over with, get it done, and let's get on with our lives.
I agree 100%, but there is a caveat on my side, and that is the Iranian people that want change must be have some kind of small arms or something to make a stand. They are just helpless. You've seen what 40,000 they claim now have been slaughtered?
Yeah.
So that's just unacceptable for a country that has no voice, with like 2% of the population in control of the country. So
Mac, I gotta leave it there, my friend, because we're wrapping the show. But you're absolutely right there, and that is a fine caveat, folks. We'll see you tonight, 5:00 Eastern on Newsmax.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies and fiber and spice supplements. Our ingredients are 16 whole fruits, 15 whole vegetables, 4 powerful fibers, and 12 aromatic spices. It's one irresistible combo.
Oh, I have a friend, Julia, who has